So with all you Max Payne fans out there, as you know, I'm a very big Max Payne fan. I got the poster right over here. You can't see it. However, I got this. You can see this beautiful piece of work. Max Payne #1 PC edition. Look, I don't really care about the grade. However, I just wanted it in encapsulation because this is one of my favorite games of all time. So today we're diving into a little article from Rockstar Intel. I found it on Google. It says Max Payne remake approaching 2 years of full production. Rockstar not marketing it just yet. So if you have not been in the loop, Max Payne is being remade 1. However, I don't know if Max Payne 2 is being remade, but for sure, #1 is being remade. I've talked about this in my previous videos about a little short review on Max Payne, how much I love that game, a little short breakdown on what it's about. I'm not going to go far into why I like it. It's a great game in my opinion. I played it when I was very young. Shouldn't have though, but I did. Anyway, so let's go into this article. I will say some of my opinions after I read it, and let's see what's going on. Fans were hoping to get a small update on the Max Payne remake from Remedy on Tuesday as part of the quarterly update to investors. However, whilst we usually hear things about the game in documents for investors, there was almost no update. On Tuesday morning, the Finnish company published their business review for Q1 2026. It takes a look back at the previous quarter and details the most recent business conducted by Remedy. This latest quarter covers January to March 2026. These financial documents are put out by Remedy as they are a publicly traded company. They inform investors about its current projects and future. Remedy also provides comments about where their games are in the development cycle. Remedy have a few games in various stages of development, including the Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes. So there you go. I wasn't totally sure if they were remaking Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, but they are. This is CEO Jean-Charles Gaudetron's, I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, first quarter at the helm of the company. He was announced as the new leader of the Finnish game developer back in February. Last time, it was the first time in a couple of years where there was virtually no update on the remake. The same thing has happened here. The company just say that the Max Payne 1 and 2 remake is still in full production. It has been at this stage for over months already, nearly 2 full years. So they still not giving anything away about what's going on with Max Payne. I don't know if that could be a good thing. Could it possibly be a bad thing? I have no clue. It says during this quarter, Remedy's revenue decreased by 1.9% compared to the previous comparison period. The number was 13.4 million. Game sales and royalties increased to 5 million for the reporting period. It says the last thing we heard on the Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes was very little. A single sentence and less information than before. Simply put, Rockstar are in charge of every piece of communication about this game. With GTA 6 still coming up, these remakes have been put on the marketing back burner. So, you know, I don't when it comes to games that are coming out not in the near future, further out, right? I don't really need to know too much about it. In my opinion, I think that when it gets closer to the release date, I would say give more information out there. I hate when games will announce a game like 5 years in advance. I'm looking at you, Elder Scrolls. Like, I know they do it for like the market share, stockbrokers, people that are invested in the game and the company. They do it just to get the advance and stuff like that. However, I hate when they announce games so early and they just keep chipping away at giving little details about the game out. It annoys me so much. However, when it comes to Max Payne, it's just a remake. I think that it is going to be from the top to the bottom, complete remake of 1 and 2. All I hope is that this game, when it comes out, I mentioned it before, that it's not going to be silly. They're not going to change certain things to appease the people that don't even want to play the game. They don't care about that type of game. I can only hope that they will stick with the same story. and stick with the same feel of Max Payne 1 and 2 and what made that game the way it is. That noir, that grim, that grime, New York detective, underbelly, hard-boiled cop on revenge for his family. So I can only hope that it's going to be like that because, you know, Rockstar, they'll do some silly stuff. They'll remake it to appease the people that don't even care to play the game, the woke crowd, and just garbage like that. I know you can say woke is overused word, but it pertains to something that could be really stupid. And progressive bullcrap, I don't want it anywhere near this game. And I feel that Remedy may do that because they did some silly stuff with a character that instead of making her the same, you know, actress, the same, you know, the white woman that was supposed to be the cop with Alan Wake, they made her black for some reason. Just for progressive reasons. Just for like no reason at all. Very stupid in my opinion. I think that's really dumb. I don't see a reason to it. Hence why I didn't play Alan Wake 2, and I'm never going to. I'll stand by that, and I don't care what anybody says. I'm not going to play it. I don't care. It was a stupid decision. I'm not going to play it. Alan Wake 1, great game. Alan Wake 2, I'm not going to play it. So hopefully they don't do any silly stuff and dumb stuff in Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake. Hopefully the best thing they do is just make the graphics look better. Better shooting, better combat, the voice work. Unfortunately, the actor that played Max Payne passed away. So I don't know what they're going to do with the voice acting in that. Will they stick with the comic strips for the cinematics? I doubt it, and that's fine. Whatever, they can, like, you know, make it something different. But just to feel the game and don't make any stupid things in the game, I think will go a long way. But it's kind of funny how there's just not much talk about what's going on with Max Payne. Could that mean that it's not in a good state? Could it mean that they're just not going to talk about it? Rockstar's really focused on getting Grand Theft Auto 6 out and making sure that really that happens and not gets delayed again. So we'll see, but I am looking forward to Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake. I really hope it's good, and we'll leave it at that, guys. What do you think? Are you looking forward to Max Payne? Are you fans of Max Payne? Have you played the old ones? Max Payne 3? A remake? Doesn't need one, I don't think. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know what's going on. If you like things like this, subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Great.